Will Burnley get the job done against the Blues, or will Chelsea extend their unbeaten run at Turf Moor? Watch until the end of this preview to hear all of my thoughts on tomorrow's match. Hello people, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. This is my preview for the match that will be taking place tomorrow afternoon at Turf Moor between Burnley and Chelsea, with kickoff at 3 p.m. UK time. So what I'm going to do for you guys in terms of this preview is that firstly, I'll be giving you guys the Chelsea team news and only the Chelsea team news. I will then be giving you guys my lineup based on the team news that I shall be giving you guys very shortly. And lastly, I'll be giving you guys my score prediction. So without further ado, let's get straight into this preview. So we shall begin by taking a look at the team news that concerns the Chelsea first team, and in this preview I only have two stories for you guys, and the first one concerns Cesar Azpilicueta, and this story explains that he will not be available after missing the FA Cup win at Luton Town with a knock. I'm not entirely sure what the knock is, or where the knock is, shall I say, but he will not be available for tomorrow's match. And with the way we defended against Luton Town and with the way Burnley have been playing recently, I'm not sure if that fills me with too much confidence, but that is the first story for you guys. The second and final story concerns Hakim Ziyech, and it explains that he has returned to training after missing the last two games due to injury. So that's good news. That's at least some good news in regards to our injury situation, because I have been talking quite a lot about our injury situation in my recent videos, but yes, Hakim Ziyech has returned to training, and whether he'll be able to make it into the squad for tomorrow's game, I don't know. We'll just have to see. But that is it for the Chelsea team news, and we shall now move on to my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you. Now for my lineup based on the team news that I've just given you, and yes, I shall begin by talking about my formation of choice, and I have chosen to go with a 3-4-3/3-4-2-1, and yes, we don't have all of our players available, as I said in the team news, and I'm not entirely sure about the players who weren't available for the game against Luton Town, as in I'm not entirely sure if any of them will be available for tomorrow's match. We'll just have to see. I'll say it again. We'll just have to see. But I've chosen to go with a 3-4-3/3-4-2-1, and in terms of the personnel that I've decided to go with, I've gone with Edouard Mendy in goal. My back three is a bit strange, but I've gone with Antonio Rudiger as the right centre back. I thought he had a decent game against Luton Town, and he definitely had a fantastic game against Liverpool, so for me he deserves to play. If he doesn't start for some reason, then for some reason I wouldn't be surprised, but hopefully he does start. Hopefully he's able to start, because we need him in our defence, especially if we are going to make sure that we get the job done against the tough Burnley side, because Antonio Rudiger is easily one of our best defenders right now. But yes, we move into the centre of my back three, and I've gone with Thiago Silva. I think with the way we defended against Luton Town, it's clear that we were missing him, because he is someone who is able to command the back line. He's able to marshal the back line. He's able to spray passes. He's able to carry the ball. He's so calm on the ball as well, and I think that against a tough Burnley side, who will almost certainly be difficult to break down, we need someone who is capable of doing that, and he isn't the only one who is capable of doing that. Antonio Rudiger is very good at doing that as well. So against this Burnley team who are playing really well, I think it's good to have two defenders in our back three who are really experienced and can do a good job in the opposition box, or can do a job in terms of distributing the ball so that the attackers can get the goals. But yes, In terms of who I've gone with in the left centre back position, I have gone with Malang Sarr. Yes, he did not have a good game against Luton Town, but I'm all for redemption, and he has been pretty good this season so far. So I think that he does deserve to redeem himself. And with the fact that we probably won't have a lot of our centre backs available for this game, he'll probably have to play in that position anyway. So that's why I've gone with him there. But having said that, if Antonio Rudiger and Malang Sarr are playing in, on the opposite sides of Thiago Silva, um, actually, let me rephrase that. If Antonio Rudiger ends up playing in the left centre back position and Malang Sarr ends up playing in the right centre back position, then I wouldn't be surprised because Antonio Rudiger has been playing a lot of games in the left centre back position. I think if that happens, then it will make complete sense for this reason. But yes, that's my back three. And in terms of the midfield four, and of course, I'm including the two wing backs, and I'm going to go from right to left. I've gone with Reece James in the right wing back position. Um, yes, he was a bit rusty against Liverpool, but that's a given. It was bound to happen. He hasn't been, well, before that game, he hadn't played. Um, Let me rephrase that. Before the Liverpool game where he came on, he he was injured for a good 2 months, so that's not a surprise to me. And I think he needs to start this one because he will need to build up match fitness, and one of the best ways to do that is by playing matches. Um, if he doesn't start and if Callum Hudson-Odoi starts in this position, again, I wouldn't really be too surprised. But for me, I've gone with Reece James because we all know what he can offer in this position. Yes, he's more of a fullback than a wing back, but he is pretty good in that position. And like I'll say it again, we all know what he offers in that wing back role. In terms of my central midfield pairing, I've gone with Jorginho and Mateo Kovacic. Um, Picking my central midfield pairing was actually really difficult because Kante's Kante, he's our best player. But with the way Burnley have been playing this season, I think that Jorginho is a good bet, um, or a good. Let me start again. I think that Jorginho would be really good for this game. It just depends on how Burnley play because I have to be honest, with the signings they made in January, they have been doing really well offensively. So if Kante starts, then I'll completely understand. But if Jorginho starts, then I will completely understand. But I've gone with Jorginho and Mateo Kovacic. And in terms of the left wing back, I've gone with Marcos Alonso. I think um, he should be able to go into that position and not worry about getting tired too quickly because he did get arrested against Luton Town. And I say that even though he played 120 minutes against Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, I've gone with Marcos Alonso because, again, we all know what he can offer in that position. Yes, he can get caught out on certain occasions from a defensive point of view, but he still can do a job defensively. He did a really good job against Mo Salah in the cup final, except for a couple of occasions where Mo Salah was able to get in behind him. But yes, Marcos Alonso offensively can cause Burnley all sorts of problems, and if he starts, then I expect him to do that again. But yes, that's the midfield four that I've gone with, and in terms of the front three, I've gone with Mason Mount in the right forward position because we all know that he is able to run for days. We all know that he has a lot of energy on him, and we will need someone who can take a shot from distance in our forward line. And the other two forwards can do that, or the other two forwards that I've gone with can do that. But I Mason Mount for me is the best at taking long shots out of the three that I've gone with, and you'll all probably agree with me when I reveal the other two in my front three. But yes, I've gone with Mason Mount in the right forward position. Up front, I've gone with Romelu Lukaku. Yes, he started against Luton Town, did okay. First half, he wasn't too great, and that is largely due to the fact that he didn't really get too much of the ball and wasn't and therefore wasn't able to create too many chances. However, he did have a couple of chances. One of them, um, he did force the keeper into making a save, and the other one, if I'm not okay, never mind. He did have a couple of chances in the first half, but in the second half he did get the goal, and it was a good goal. So for me, it's only right that we play him so that he can build some confidence. And against Burnley, I think we're going to need someone up front who's extremely physical, and that is Romelu Lukaku. Yes, um, in some of our recent games, he has been getting shrugged off the ball, but we all know what qualities he possesses. And I think that if he's on top of his game against Burnley, if he starts, that is, then we'll see him score some good goals or some goals. But yes, that's where I've gone with up front. And to complete my lineup, I've gone with Timo Werner in the left forward position. His performance against Luton Town was decent. Overall, I'd say he did get frustrated, but he was persistent, and he ended up getting a goal and ended up chipping in with the winning goal. So that's why I've gone with him in the left forward position, and that of course completes my lineup. Do feel free to drop yours down below, and I'll do my very best to respond. And here's a graphic showing you guys the formation that I've chosen and the personnel that I've chosen for my lineup. We shall now move on to my score prediction. Now, to end this preview, I'm going to give you guys my score prediction. I have chosen to go with a 2-0 Chelsea win because while I believe that this is going to be a tough game, I also believe that we have what it takes to get the job done. And the very fact that we managed to successfully pull off a fight back against Luton Town in the FA Cup fifth round um, should give the players confidence. I shall say it again. The very fact that we managed to successfully fight back against Luton Town on Wednesday should give the players confidence. And the only reason why I repeated that is because I thought I made a mistake there. But anyways, since Burnley, since the first meeting between Burnley and Chelsea, which was in August of 2009, Chelsea have not lost a match at Turf Moor, and that is extremely impressive. And since then, Burnley have only collected 2 points. Wait, no, not 2 points. Give me a second. Since August of 2009, Burnley have only collected 1 point against us at Turf Moor, and we've won the rest, of course. But yes, hopefully we are able to extend that run. Hopefully we are able to get a win, because we are in a good spell of form, or a good run of form in the Premier League just now. We've won our last 2 Premier League games. We've not actually played too many Premier League games recently, if I'm being completely honest with you. But yes, I've gone with a 2-0 Chelsea win for those reasons. Do feel free to drop your score predictions down below, and I'll see you very soon. Come on, Thomas Tuchel. Come on, you Blues. And peace. Yes, I did that the wrong way around. But anyways, come on, Chelsea.